What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I hope everybody's having a great day. We have day 3 of Miami Dolphins training camp in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster. We're going to talk about that and more here right now on TD Fans Talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to get down to business. It was a business as usual day for the Miami Dolphins in the heat of the South Florida weather in Miami. They were able to clock in about 90 minutes of practice, only an hour and a half. I know in the last regime, they were putting in about 2.5, almost 3 hours, it seems like, a practice. But Mike McDaniels has spoken to it recently that he wants to have shorter practices, but they want to speed it up. So as long as they're getting the same amount of reps in and they're just doing it faster and it's more of a workout, I don't have a problem with it. But hey, we'll see if it pays off in the long run. But we're going to talk about some details about what happened today in camp. We got to get to the conflicting stories between the beat writers and those who are present. Like I said, I'll be there next week, all right? And this is why I need to be there next week. We're going to get to all of that and more here on TD Fans Talk. But before we get down to business, let's take care of some household chores. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to TD Fans Talk. Subscribe right now. We added 40 new family members to the channel just yesterday alone. To all 40 of you that have subscribed newly to the channel, welcome to TD Fans Talk. You may not agree with everything that I say all the time, but it's all for the love of the team so that we can hopefully get to the ultimate prize and win the freaking Super Bowl. That's all we all want, whether we agree, disagree, debate, and all of that. But I do try to give all the latest news here on TD Fans Talk. Also, 35% of you all aren't subscribed. That number hasn't, well, let me stop lying. It's at 34% now. I'm trying to get it to 20, okay? 34% of the people who watch this channel religiously, like they watch it consistently, 34% of y'all literally are not subscribed. If you're off of a web-based site watching the channel, make sure you take the time. Just go over to YouTube itself, log in, and subscribe to TD Fans Talk. We're trying to get to that 20,500 mark. We are about 111 away. We were like 150, 60 the other day. Now we're 111 away. So we're getting there, all right? Also, punch the like button as soon as you come in the building. Punch that like button. We already got 213 people watching right now between YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. But we only got 64 likes. So make sure you punch the like button. That's going to hit the algorithm and make them send out more notifications, all right, for the channel, okay? So without further ado, go ahead right now and hit that like button because we got to get into what went down today, ladies and gentlemen. And you always going to get the truth here. Yesterday, I spoke to 3 different people and got the truth about what happened in camp. Today, I only spoke to one person, but they're there. They're in the building. I only spoke to one person about what happened in camp, and they are there, one of the writers in the building, and they gave me the real raw. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I actually told this person, I said, I'm confused. What you're telling me that happened out, and I don't care. He cool. I said, what you're telling me that's going on, that doesn't reflect what you're putting out. And basically reiterated, well, you got to understand, I ain't trying to get fired. I ain't trying to be on the bad list. So I get it. So like I said, you'll get the real raw here. You'll get the truth. And at the end of the day, the Miami Dolphins can't filter me. I'm not owned by anyone. I'm not owned by a major paper. I'm not owned by a major outlet. I'm owned by TD Fans Talk. And that's independent by myself. Ain't nothing they can do about the fact that we're going to tell the truth over here, okay? We are going to tell the truth. We're going to tell y'all exactly what's really being relayed. And oh, my God. Well, I'm telling y'all, these writers, sometimes they skin be boiling. They skin be boiling like, man, how can I make this seem favorable, but at the same token, it wasn't good. It was hard for them to fix it today. It was hard for them to fix it today. But I respect what they did today. They didn't, I mean, they sugarcoated it, but they didn't, some of them didn't make it all roses, okay? So with that being said, again, punch that like button. We got 240 people watching, only 86 likes. Come on, y'all. You know what? We got to do it. Hit the like button. Hit that like button, baby. We going on a like campaign for about 1 minute. Hit that like button. Let's get them likes up, man. People enjoy the content. I get so many people saying, bro, if I could donate, I would. No biggie. Just hit the like button when you come in the building. It's that simple. Punch the like button. Punch that like button, baby. Let me see here. Remember, no disrespect in the comment section or it gets blocked. Trade for Lamar, F it. The reason why they blocked you, Xavier, because the F it that you put in the comment section, we try to keep it as clean as possible. We can't filter everything, but we try to keep it as clean as possible because we have a lot of, middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, high schoolers watching the channel. So we want to, have something that their parents can say, okay, I'll let you watch that. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to silence nobody in their language, but at the same token, we want to have a really good, productive show where all viewers and all ages can tune in. I try my best. All right. All right, man. So we over 100 likes again. Y'all keep on hitting that like button. Let's go ahead and dive into what the real deal is. First and foremost, man, y'all hear what's happening over there in New England with Devontae Parker, man? Have y'all seen Devontae Parker? This is a side note. Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm so used to Devontae Parker being on the sideline, standing still, running go routes, a few slants and comebacks. But God, do y'all see him doing the little drills and stuff? I have never seen Devontae Parker move that fast and look that crisp. Like, if y'all know what I'm talking about right now, if y'all been seeing the videos of Devontae Parker in New England with Mac Jones, say yes in the comment section. He over there, everybody, the talk of the town is Devontae Parker going crazy over there. But I've never seen him so happy and moving so fast like that. Like he like a legitimate, like one of them dudes. I mean, he to his own respect is one of them dudes, but he ain't one of them dudes. But he over there acting like it and looking like it, man. Boy, I'm going to be livid if this man go off on us in week 1. It ain't going to happen. We're going to dog them. But I'm just saying, if they have success against us and beat us, I'm going crazy. Y'all already know I ain't going to have no filter. I'm losing it. Devontae better not have no 100 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to lose it. And one thing about the Patriots, the reason why I ain't worrying about them and the reason why this may not even be that big of a deal with Devontae Parker, it ain't like they got no good corners that I know of. It ain't like they secondary legit when it comes to the corners. So we'll see. We'll see when the regular season start, man. We'll see what he do against them real dogs, X and Byron. We'll see. Oh, boy, if they get toasted, I'm going to be mad, man. All right, man. So I'm going to read the tweets. What I like to do since I'm not at camp, I go through all the tweets of all the beat writers, and I retweet it to myself. The ones that are not repetitive, I retweet some of the insightful tweets so that I can go through it in my narrative and what we talk about. And I go through that timeline. So I want to go ahead and start. Let me go down to the bottom. Let me see here. All right. And by the way, I know y'all heard about the Bucks center Ryan Jensen went down with a knee injury. He threw his helmet and out of frustration, he was really mad. So that could be season end. Y'all know when guys throw their helmet and they teed off, he knows something wrong to where he might be out for the long term. So the Bucks are without a starting center. And I'm telling you, man, if they call JC Treader and he get over there in Tampa, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. All these false narratives and rumors out here. Oh, JC don't want to practice in heat. What are y'all talking? I spoke to this man daddy personally. I spoke to JC Treader's dad personally. And JC's ready to play anywhere. He's just waiting on the phone call. He's gotten some phone calls, but nowhere where he wants to play. But Miami ain't called him yet. Miami ain't called him in yet. And his dad told me he would definitely play in Miami. So all these fake narratives, JC Treader with his previous injury doesn't want to play in the heat is a false narrative. The man is waiting. Now, if he end up in Tampa, you tell me, was he running from the heat? Trust me, this time of year, Tampa Heat and Miami Heat ain't no different. And truth be told, Tampa Heat is probably worse because it ain't much of a breeze like it is in Miami. But they if this man is out for the season, they definitely may try to go get him, JC Tretter, because they ain't gonna put Tom Brady behind anybody. You know good and well they ain't gonna put Tom Brady behind anybody. And that that got me to Mike McDaniel press conference out here. I'm going to explore all options when it comes to center, but it's Connor Williams' position to pretty much lose. That's kind of what he said. So with that being said, come on. You want to get a job to this man. You said you didn't bring him in to be a left guard. You brought him in to be an offensive lineman where he best fits. This is an experiment, and it's his job to lose. Where who is he battling against? Dieter? Bring in somebody like JC Tretter and let's see whose job it is to lose. Stop the experiments. Let's do something special. For once, Dolphin fans been waiting on it. You go get Armstead. You go get Tyreek Hill. Don't stop right there. Go get JC Tretter. Put Connor Williams at left guard. You got Armstead, Connor Williams, JC Tretter, Robert Hunt, and Austin Jackson out here getting compliments today. Ooh! Why you want to play with that, man? Why you want to put another Joe Schmo at left guard and then have JC Tretter? I mean, not JC Tretter, I wish. Then you want to have Connor Williams at center, and we don't even know what that's going to look like. And then you speak to the point that, his intellect is bright, and that's why he's a great fit, because he's going to be able to do the blind calls and all that intellectual stuff that you need, right? I get all that, but what they got to do with once that ball snapped? What does that have to do with once the ball snapped? Man, like I said, man, I be putting my own foot in my mouth, and let me tell you why. At the end of the day, they're the experts. I personally don't like this Connor Williams at center situation, but we got to trust them because not maybe, but they should know better than I do. But that ain't going to stop me from telling y'all I don't freaking like it. I don't like it, especially when you got an opportunity to go get a guy like JC Tretter. Want to hear all this crap about he don't want to practice in the heat. He a veteran anyway. Maybe he shouldn't have to, just like Teron Armstead, just like all the other these guys you out here limiting. Then maybe he shouldn't have to practice as much in the heat. He is an ultimate professional. He gonna do his job and he gonna do it well. And you got a reliable center at that point. I'm just saying, man, don't tease me, Miami. Don't go get these weapons, and then all of a sudden we get so close just to fall short. When you got an opportunity to at least, man, why we can't beat the Bengals from last year? Whoever that is in the comment section, talk about stop complaining and trust the process. Y'all said that the last 2 years. And what was there to trust? What was there to trust? Stop coming at me like that. I have a right to my opinion as well. Don't tell me what to stop. All you got to do is turn the channel. You can have your opinion and say you trust the process and you disagree with me, but don't tell me what to do. At the end of the day, I'm a Dolphin fan too. I can have my opinion about this team. And it seemed like those who have the opinions like yours, you continue to be wrong year after year after year after year. Trust the process with Adam Gase. Wrong. Trust the process with Brian Flores. Wrong. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. Every time we're supposed to blindly trust the process. Maybe you should just evaluate the team for what it is and call it what it is. And if it's coming up short to your expectations, speak out about it. That's what I'm doing. But don't criticize me for doing the hard work that some people want to hide behind and want to just blindly trust the process. Be built up just to be tore down. No, I want to be built up to stay up and grow up and get even further. People want to win, man. People tired of this crap. You know how much we invest in this team. We on this stream right now. Everybody on this stream right now are on this stream because they care about what the Miami Dolphins are going to do this year. You think 378 people right now on this stream just here just because they like seeing my face? No, sir. I promise you that. Maybe 5 to 10 of them, but I promise you, all these people ain't here just to see my face. They care about what's going on in Miami and this team. And if you truly care, then it shouldn't be all fanfare. We should be criticizing the things we want better as fans. So right now, I want a freaking legitimate center so Connor can be the legitimate guard he is. That's just my opinion. So stop trying to tell me not to have my opinion. I'm tired of that trust the process crap. We've been trusting it for 21 years. Since Dan Marino, 22 now, 23. How many of it? It's been more than 20. I know that for doggone sure. Everybody want to freaking win, but we tired of all of this. Trust the process. Why are you being so negative? Listen, the truth, just because the truth is not favorable, don't make it negative. It is what it is. I mean, some of y'all, are y'all not tired of being wrong, following these positive, everything is positive? These people out here telling you everything is positive? Are y'all not tired of just being on the wrong side where it didn't work out that way every time? I ain't talking about sometimes, but they wrong every time because we've had no success in 22 years. So all this positive speak, cut it. Tell the truth so we can demand more of this team and call them out for their crap. Go get me my center, man. Gosh. Anyway, man, let me start today. All right, let's start today. No, I ain't starting today, especially since every single day we get reports that the interior D-line is abusing our O-line. I don't care who up front, who getting the reps. Every day our interior D-line is abusing our O-line. I ain't had a single, and it's shocking. I would expect the edges to be getting abused. Teron ain't playing. I would expect the edges to be getting killed every day. But no, it ain't the edges getting killed. It's the interior D-line that's eating every single day. And I don't want to hear that no pads. Listen, you got to do your jobs without the pads on too. It's still a grown man versus a grown man. The defense ain't got pads on either. You got to be able to put your hand up in them and move them and hold them up. This whole notion of no pads, I don't want to hear that crap. The defenders ain't got no pads on either. They muscling and fighting their way to get past you. You got to muscle and fight your way to stop them. Some of y'all act like, man, I know all y'all didn't. I mean, we'll keep it 100. I know all y'all didn't, but some of y'all act like y'all ain't grow up in the street playing tackle football on the concrete. Some of y'all act like y'all ain't go through that. Some of y'all, or at least touching the concrete and tackle on the grass on the outsides of the road. Come on, man. I know plenty of y'all done did that. Ain't no don't want to hear nothing about no pads. You still got to get it. You still got to be physical. Dang, let's keep it 100, man. I'm tired of this fakeness. This fakeness is killing this community. It keep disappointing us every year, man. Man, let me read these donations, man. I'm sorry for those who donated and I missed it, man. I got to read the donations. Sorry, y'all. They pay the bills. They keep the lights on. All right, G Money with the donation said, imagine this team now with a top 10 QB and Will Fuller. Boy, G Money, you ain't gonna give it up, man. Hey, what if we got a top 10 QB in Tyreek Hill? What if Tua's a top 10 QB? We don't know. We're not gonna let just today fool us about Tua and just, I'm gonna tell y'all what he did today, but at the same token, it's one day. We're gonna get to that. G Firm said, what up, TD? Love, bro, from the day one, homie. Absolutely, man. G Firm been a homie forever, put it like that. And also, man, I appreciate you always sending me the latest and updates too. Always hit me up on the IG. Appreciate, trust me. Sometimes you tell me news I ain't even see. So for real, thanks, bro. Man, let me get into it, man. Y'all done sent me on a rant to start out. We got 440 people in here, only 159 likes. Get that like button up. Let's get 200 likes. All right, man. Let's move on, man. Trill Williams tweeted yesterday, one day at a time. The reason why I retweeted that because I really think that this guy is the guy who's going to help us reach the next level of the defense. I'm not taking a number 2 on Noah Igbenogany, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I personally truly just don't believe in Noah unless he actually just proves it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have given Noah a pass for 2 years because he's been the youngest guy on the field, so he deserves time to develop. But at the same token, I have officially put him in the bucket with Tua Tagovailoa, where I'll believe it when I see it. And I think you can, but at the same token, I got to see it first. I'm not going to say you will. I'm not going to sit here and be this Mr. Positive Nancy like all these people out here saying, oh, he's going to do this. No, when I see it, I'll believe it. So Noah Igbenogany is officially in that bucket for me. But Trill Williams, man, that's the guy I have my faith in. That's the guy that I'm relying on right now. He's been making plays consistently, and I hope that continues because he's going to be the guy that might help us actually get to a point to where we can actually move on from one of the higher paid corners next year or the year after. We have to find that guy. This isn't just about right now. I know the spark is about right now, and we're going to continue to watch that because we need to win right now, but we also got to think about our future. And as guys like Trill, can he be as productive as Nick Needham and grow and grow and grow and take over? He's been making some plays. He has the athletic profile. He is highly underrated when you look at his profile, y'all. He is actually he's a talent. I'll just leave it at that. But it hasn't been tapped into yet, and I think he's starting to show it. And can he show enough to make this roster and get meaningful minutes if one of those big boys, one of those starters get taken out of the game and we can still move forward? Because Mike McDaniel said this earlier today. It wasn't in relation to the corners. I think it was the D-line, but the same thing applies when he said, we don't want to get into a situation where when one guy goes out, we have to change the whole philosophy of what we're trying to do on defense. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we got a few people on defense that would really change the whole philosophy. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we really do. We only got 2. I don't think any other area of the defense I'm concerned about with the scheme that we run, but there's 2 guys, that's Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. Either one of those go out, we change the whole dynamic of the defense. But if Trill can step up and be that dude that is above average. See, the problem is behind Byron and X, we ain't had above average. We've had below average. Not poor, but we've had below average. Nick Needham holding it down in the slot, but anybody got to hold that boundary down. It's been below average if those guys aren't in the game. So if Trill can be above average and replace those guys if necessary, which we hope it's not, then that's a huge win for us. Y'all don't know how valuable that'll be, all right? 49ers cut D Ford, linebacker D Ford. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? What y'all think about the 49ers cutting D Ford? I just had to tweet that because is that something y'all think the Miami Dolphins would even consider? I don't know. I just thought about it. I said, man, they cut the man. You know, I like them. Do y'all know why I even tweeted that? Because besides, what have I said the weakest unit on our team is? What did I tell y'all the weakest unit on our team is? Linebacking core, man. I want dogs at linebacker, and I'm so glad Tyndall is already stepping up. And did y'all see that picture of him next to the other linebackers? It don't even look close. He taller than every single one of them. The muscle build, it looks different. Nah, O-line ain't the worst when you add Armstead and Connor, if Connor at the right position. Our linebacking core, I think, is just not like we got a whole bunch of guys who can make plays, but make plays on the things they do well, but not holistically and with no. Trust me when I tell y'all. Trust me when I tell y'all. All right. Show the pic on the screen, TD. If I can find it, I'll show it. I don't know if I still got it in my timeline. I'll let you know in just a moment. All right. Anyway, let's keep it moving. My thoughts on the day. Appreciate y'all being patient with me. All right. So let me do what I did yesterday. Let me pull up this clip on Twitter. Let me pull up this clip on Twitter of this pass by Teddy Bridgewater today. I know all y'all saw it. Don't act brand new with me. I know everybody saw it now. All right, let me see here. My profile. All right, let me pull it up. All right. All right, I got it up. Let me share it on the screen now. Share screen. Let me go with window. Let me share this. All right, so this is what we got today. A massive play, just a beautiful execution by Jalen Waddle. But y'all know me, man. I just try to keep it 100 and be fair. So first and foremost, you got Teddy out there getting some rep. Look at Teddy B out there getting some reps. All right, throws a deep ball. So what? So I'm gonna break all this down. First and foremost, what's up, Miami Dolphins media? What? Come on, man. Why y'all ain't give Teddy the slow down like y'all give Tua? You know when they go in the air and they start slowing it down so they can make it seem longer than it is. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop, boy. I'm messy. Ain't I messy, y'all? But anyway, why y'all ain't give Teddy B the slow down, man? You know, you're supposed to slow that down so it looked like it got another 20 yards on it, like you do Tua. All right, but first and foremost, let's break this down. Let me bring the banner so that see if I can get that Lexus off a little so we don't get copywritten. So let me tell y'all something about this play. First of all, this is a bad throw by Teddy Bridgewater. Okay. Waddle had to stop, high pointed, and got, hit with no pads on, by the way. It delivered. Don't get me wrong. A catch is a catch. It delivered, but it definitely wasn't an accurate pass. My takeaways from this, Waddle was so open that a bad pass didn't matter, but he still had to take contact that was unnecessary. I would have liked for it to be led a little bit on the outside towards the sideline, and he might have been able to rip it up or go out clean out of bounds for the first down. Just don't like to see him taking that up in the air contact, But at the end of it is a pretty thrown ball, though. It's a beautiful ball. It's just the placement could have been better. Again, I don't discriminate whether it's Teddy or Tua. I just tell the truth. And you know what's funny about that? I'm being critical of the pass. It's complete, and I'm happy about that. But all I could think about is the fact that if that was somebody else throwing the ball, everybody would have been like, look at that dime. And then I would have broke it down the same way, and they would have called me a hater. Just keeping it 100. Just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100, but they would have called me a hater if somebody else was throwing that ball. So that's where it gets frustrating, but who cares? It is what it is. But at the same token, man, Waddle going up, concentration. Waddle was 7 for 7 today, caught every ball thrown to him. But it is good to see Teddy out there getting reps, with a lot of the first team receivers and stuff. So they're really mixing it up. Nobody's getting like this favorable amount with first team. I think that'll take place in week 2 when they go play the Bucs. You'll see more of a defined, who's on what team. But it's good to see this. And Waddle had the orange jersey as well, rocking a lot of hip hop today with his playlist. Ended up with some DaBaby and Lil Wayne at the end. So he liked to, keep keep that heat out there with them lyrics. So big ups to Waddle, just a great day today. Salute to him. But let me tell y'all something, man. That was the highlight of the day, ladies and gentlemen, out of all practice. That pass right there was the highlight of the day. Because what they like to do is they like to get the person with the orange jersey, and they like to get a highlight they can point so that they can highlight the orange jersey player of the day. They couldn't get any on any other passes. That's the only highlight. Even though he was 7 for 7, that's the best play that they can get for the orange jersey man today. And that was Waddle. Okay. So big ups to Waddle. Good job today. The throw was complete. So good throw, Teddy. It could have been better. It's a good throw. He got it right between the defenders. He caught it, but at the same token, you know me, I'm a stickler. A little bit on the outside. Make sure you keep your guys safe. But that's nitpicking. But I do that with quarterbacks, because I'm about perfection in for the quarterback. Even though it don't exist, I like for the quarterbacks to always strive for it so that they're never complacent. It's just how I am. I criticize everything to the T because that's how I was as a coach. Just making sure everything is criticized so that you can be your best version, even though it'll never be perfect. All right. So moving right along after the highlight of the day. All right. So the first tweet that came out today was David Furones. Now we got to talk about this because David Furones, I don't know David like that. But when I got like 10 beat writers I be watching, what they say, and David, yesterday, he basically said, it wasn't a great day for Tua. It was okay, whatever, right? So today, was his takeaway. He said, at day 2 of Dolphins training camp on Thursday, they keep saying day 2 is day 3, but day 2 on the field, I guess, because day 1 they reported. So day 3 that's why I got day 3 in there, y'all. At day 2 of Miami Dolphins training camp on Thursday, Tua Tagovailoa connected deep with Tyreek Hill in 11-on-11, but it was a wobbly, underthrown pass for roughly 45 air yards that Hill had to come back to get. Tua also had nice 25-yard sideline pass to Hill. Okay? That's what David said. Okay? So at first, when I break that down, I got concerned because, first of all, he connected with Tyreek. Whether it was too far, too short, we got a connection, move the chains. We always take the first down, regardless of how it happens. 45 air yards. He probably about 7 to 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so like a 35-yard pass game. But based off of David, what he's trying to say is the ball was just badly thrown because, first off, it was wobbly. It was underthrown, and Tyreek had to come back to get it. So another one of those passes where it needed to be 55 air yards, probably 60, and Tyreek, it wasn't coming that far, and it was wobbly, and Tyreek had to go back to track it down to get the pass. We've seen a lot of that last year and the year before, and those are the things that we're concerned about when they say Tua throwing the deep ball. But from a statistical standpoint, it was a completion, so it's still going to say Tua is one of the most accurate deep ball throwing quarterbacks. You see what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. But we don't want to hear this. We don't want to see this. We want greatness out of our quarterback. We want raving reviews. Everybody gonna have plays like that here and there, but at the same token, we want to hear that our quarterback had a day where he was on fire, just couldn't be stopped. And we should get one eventually. But let me tell y'all why you got to pay very close attention to this camp. Because through the camp, he's going to complete a lot of passes, as he always has, because the 5-yard outs, the slants, the digs, all of those type of things, he's going to make his throws. But the challenging throws, the ones like this, the ones across the middle, all of those type of throws, those are the ones that we need to hear about, and we just aren't hearing them. But it is early in camp. And as time goes, I'm sure we'll look for him to cook, okay? Some people say that he was worse. I mean, he was better yesterday than he was today. We don't want to see regressive days. We want to see days where he's stacking on from where he left off. Not a big deal. These things happen. But at the same token, we continue to file these in the file cabinet to get an overall picture to say, come on, man. We gotta get some consistency and some high-level play at some point. And I look forward to that, and I know it's going to come. I hope I know it's going to come. But every day we will evaluate to see how it looks, okay? His next tweet, he said, Tua Tagovailoa also had 2 passes over the middle that should have been intercepted by Nick Needham once and later safety Brandon Jones, but were dropped. Second consecutive day, he avoids at least one near interception. I told y'all about yesterday where he almost threw a few picks, but they were just dropped, and one of them was counted as a pass breakup. which Noah dropped it, so it counts as a pass breakup when you drop a pick. And today, some of the same. Everybody, you can go around every camp. You've been hearing it all day. This person threw a pick. That person threw a pick. At least he ain't throw a pick, but, he's a lucky guy. Tua's lucky. I mean, this kid throws a lot of picks that just aren't converted. He was number 1 in the NFL last year in turnover-worthy plays, and you saw it on film. People just dropping picks everywhere. He got this luck on his side, and I'm here for it. I'll take it. I'll take it any day. But Nick Needham, you can't be dropping picks, bro. You on a contract year. Let's get this money because you deserve it. You've earned it so far. I'm glad to hear you where you're supposed to be on the play, but you got to secure that. That might be a pick 6. That might flip the field. Them more points. That's helping us get in the playoffs. You got to secure them, Nick. Brandon Jones, you too. Same thing. You can't be dropping picks, bro. I don't care who it's from. We gonna need those. Y'all are vital parts of this defense. Y'all are gonna see the field. Y'all are starters. Get it done. Now, my big concern is not that Tua almost threw the picks. My big concern is I'm still not hearing anything that's happening over the middle. Over the linebacker, under the safety. I told y'all, though, that's where his biggest improvement needs to come from. And you get 2 passes over the middle that should have been intercepted. That's what I'm worried about. That's what we got to keep our eyes on in camp. And when I go to camp, that's what I'm going to be looking for. I know he could do the out route. I know he could do the post route 35 yards down the field where the guy sits in the zone and he wide open. Like what Waddle caught from Teddy. That ain't a hard play. It was obviously zone coverage. It's just like the ones you see with Tua highlights to Waddle in the season. The post route, those are easy. Zone coverage, you always open there. Just make sure you get the ball in that gap. I want to see the crossing routes coming across the middle where a linebacker is present and the safety is deep and you got to dump it in over the top. That's what I want to see. And that's where he struggled the most. And to hear that, 2 almost picks over the middle, that's a little concerning. And that's what I'm watching out for. I know what he can do well already, but that's not what we're looking for. All right, let's keep it going. Omar Kelly tweeted, top performers of the day. Number 1, cornerback Trill Williams, pick 6. Oh, no. Excuse me. That was yesterday. I'm reading the wrong tweet. Give me a second. Okay. Adam Beasley reported this. He said Dolphins practice is over. Clocked in at 100 minutes. So actually an hour and 40 minutes. Not participating today. Teron Armstead wasn't participating. Raheem Mostert, which, got to keep our eyes on that situation. I told y'all. He say, he's ready to roll, but at the same token, you got to keep your eye on it. How is he feeling? Is he's back out there? Is he 100? Michael Dieter didn't practice today. I mean, you out there playing around with Connor Williams at center anyway, but Adam Butler didn't practice. And he also just noted out of the blue, rough second half of the practice for Tua. So Adam Beasley did acknowledge that it was a rough second half of practice for Tua. That's all he said. He kept it simple. Rough second half of practice for Tua. All right. Let me see here. I already talked to y'all about exhausting all scenarios at the center position with Mike McDaniel. But he's giving the impression that it's Connor Williams' job to lose. Now, I like this, though. Mike McDaniel did not close the door on signing a veteran late in camp if need be. If need be. I don't know what that means. So the door ain't closed to getting a veteran at center before camp ends, but I see it when I believe it. I hope they truly, truly consider it and not, pacify that situation. Now, after today, Pro Football Network already took shots at Tua. They said Tua Tagovailoa has many strengths, but as the Miami Dolphins quarterback demonstrated at day 2 of training camp today, he will probably forever have some limitations when the elements are a factor. I got mad when I read that, and here's why. People start saying, but it was windy out there today. And that's why they wrote that. Because the excuses start coming in. The reason why, he had a rough second half because it's really windy today. And I'm just like, you can't win for losing. God, dog, why is there always a reason? And again, that's a limitation. Some quarterbacks got an arm that could rip right through them strong winds. It's just the reality. But come on, y'all. Stop with these, the wind, the rain, the blah, blah, blah. Y'all making Tua look bad. Nobody was tripping about his day to that degree. You analyze it. You say he need to be better. You concerned about the middle of the field, but people making excuses make it worse for him. Do the people that defend him to the death not realize they are the reason he's mainly criticized? Because their defenses are just so unrealistic. Excuses. Own how he did and hope he got a better day the next day. It's that simple. Now they out here talking about it all in other news networks. The freaking wind. Can't make this up, man. Now, here's where my eyes opened a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell y'all the backstory to none of this, but, it's some information that I do know. But somebody basically asked Omar Kelly, how has Tua's arm looked? I'm seeing mixed reviews on the timeline from reporters. Also, was there wind today? Omar Kelly put a meme that said no comment, and he put a message on top of it that said, leave me out of this. I don't want no part of this. Basically, I'm not going to talk about it. And I know why he's not talking about it. The same reason I'm not going to elaborate about it. I'm going to leave it be. But at the end of the day, I told y'all yesterday, I didn't want to go into too much detail, but there are concerns about his arm. And today, somebody asking him about how does his arm look? I'm hearing conflicting reports on my timeline about his arm. And Omar Kelly's response is, leave me out of this. No comment. I've heard from multiple people that are there that says the arm actually looks less than it did last year. I don't know what that means. And don't get mad at me, but this is what's being told to me. They could be 100% wrong. I told y'all yesterday, I don't go off of what they say. I listen, I register it, but I'm going to be out there next week to give my own opinion of it. I just report what I'm hearing to y'all, whether you want to take it or not. But I was shocked that our Omar Kelly even said that much to basically kind of, come on, Omar, you should know better than that. You know that comment is basically confirmation. Somebody asking you how his arm looked because you're getting mixed reviews from beat writers in the timeline. And Omar, leave me out of this. No comment. That's a concern. That's a concern. I was shocked. I was shocked that he said that. Leave me out of this. No comment. To me, I thought he would have just not have commented. So you just leave it as a mystery. But come on, Omar, you basically confirming it. Shout out to the homie Smoke. All right, with the Smoke Show. If y'all don't know him, go check him out. He put a tweet up today, and I wanted to talk about it because this is what I be telling y'all about. Smoke tweeted, same play, different story. Let me give y'all an example. This, I'm about to read to y'all what two beat writers said on the same play, but look at the different description of it. One beat writer, as y'all already know, David Furones, says, at day 2 of Dolphins training camp on Thursday, Tua Tagovailoa connected deep with Tyreek Hill in 11-on-11, but it was a wobbly, underthrown pass for roughly 45 air yards that Hill had to come back to get. Tua also had nice 25-yard sideline pass to Hill. And that's respectable because you gave the bad and you gave a nice pass that Tua had to Hill for 25. Like you said, hey, that pass was terrible and this one was better. It was good. But the same play by Travis Wingfield, that's it for day 2. Some practice notes. The big play of the day was a 40-yard connection from Tua to Tyreek. The coverage did a good job staying on top, and the ball settled Tyreek between the 2 defenders, and he squeezed a tough contested catch going to the ground. Y'all see how doctored up that is? The ball, it was great coverage, but the ball settled Tyreek between the 2 defenders. Almost like the quarterback put it right there where it made Tyreek settle to between the defenders and squeeze a tough contested catch. So the ball settling is the other beat writer's version of wobbling, and the settling Tyreek between 2 defenders is the other beat writer's basic words of Tyreek had to come back to the ball. So since Tyreek tracked it down, the way that Travis Wingfield is making it seem is as if he put the ball right where Tyreek can get it so he would come back. Almost like he perfectly put the ball where Tyreek could come back to get it where the defender couldn't make a play or something. And that's why Smoke tweeted that, because he says same play, different story. Now, I don't care who's right. Travis Wingfield might have been right. Tua just threw this wobbly dime where he knew he had to bring it short so Tyreek could track it down and come back. That might be true. The other thing might be true too. Wobbly underthrown. I don't know. But this is exactly why since last year, I am going to try my best to make the investment to go to training camp myself every single year to give the real scoop of what's happening. This is exactly why, because we get too many conflicting stories like this. And I ain't gonna lie, I got to give it up to Travis Wingfield. If his narrative is actually skewed, he is a great writer. He is a great writer. The way it was framed is great writing. I got to give it to him. That is great writing. Because technically the way he framed it ain't false, but it gives you the impression that no matter how the ball was, it was perfectly fit into this place where that led Tyreek there. You know what I mean? I got to give it to him as a writer. His like ball placement, his word placement, I gotta give it to him. Technically, he didn't lie. It's just the way that he structured the words. It could be misleading. But I don't know if he was. So, but good job by Smoke identifying this, because this is what Dolphin fans are tired of. The mixed stories. Because on one channel, you're going to get all the negative of Tua today. And on the other channel, you're going to get all the positive stuff, the other spin, versus the truth for Dolphin fans. That's why I try to keep it neutral. I'm telling y'all, either way could be right. Either way could be right. All right. Omar Kelly tweeted this as well. He said, my takeaway, Dolphins camp observation day 2, speedsters dominate, plus stock up, stock down. Top performers of the day, Jalen Waddle. Obviously, he was 7 out of 7 today. Javon Holland, more active. He was balling out there today. And offensive tackle Austin Jackson, looking slimmer. I am so excited when I heard that Austin Jackson was Omar's number 3 player of the day. That excited me, because we don't hear anything. We don't hear anything about this O-line positively. No positive. I even heard that Eichenberg made a few plays today. And that made me feel so good. It made me like, I ain't worrying about Tua, man. Good job, O-line, because Tua going to be his best. He going to need them to be their best. Finally, And I want to hear more productive reports. I didn't hear all kind of crazy stuff about Christian Wilkins just killing everybody today. Excuse me. You know? So that's a good sign, man. And they must have heard me, because y'all remember I told y'all yesterday, can they tell us what's happening in the trenches? Anything in the O-line? So I'm excited about that. I need this O-line to pick up and be great if we're going to be a great team this year. By the way, we have 593 people watching between YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch right now. 596 now. Can y'all please hit the like button? Because we only got 238 likes, less than half the likes. Let's get the likes up to 300. Show your love and support to the channel. We got almost 600 people in here. Why? You know, football season cranking up when the numbers going from the normal 300 to 6. We got almost 600 people in the building. 530 on YouTube. You got like 43 on Facebook. You got 3 on Twitch and 2 on Twitter, I think. It keeps changing. The numbers keep fluctuating. But we in here right now. Dolphins community up in here right now, man. That's what's up. Y'all hit that like button, though. Let's get 300 likes. We only got 273 likes. Let's get to 300. Shout out to the homie EM in the building. I see him in here chilling. What's up, man? We had a good conversation earlier, man. So let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all my final breakdown, at least about training camp today. I know that it's a new offense. I know that it's a new system. There's gonna be struggles, but God dog, it's been 3 years of a new offense. Excuse me. It's been 3 years of a new offense, a new system, and new struggles, man. I don't care about that. I don't care that it's a new offense and a new system. Who's putting the time in? You should have been this thing studied down in the off season. Everybody should be coming in the building, knowing what they need to do and getting to work and playing the best that they can. All of it, man, these struggles can't happen. These struggles can't happen. One day the offensive line trash, and the next day they ain't get better, but maybe one person is a highlight. I still ain't heard nothing about the run game. I know it ain't no pads, but God dog, give me something. You can see Chase Edmonds' speed. It's just apparent. Like, give me something. Oh my gosh, Gaskins makes a nice cutback, yeah, but we'll wait to see when the pads come on. Give me something. Ain't heard nothing about them outside of linebackers and defensive linemen dominating the run game. Wide receivers out there eating, but once again, y'all need to look at most of these highlights in the zone coverage. We never had an issue in much of zone coverage. I told y'all this last year in camp. Teams play zone against us, Tua gonna eat. I told y'all this last year. I told y'all in camp last year, teams play zone against us, Tua gonna pick them apart. But every time you run into that team that can match up, they play man-to-man, too high, however we struggle. The highlight of the day to Waddle, obviously zone. A lot of the highlights that we see. We know our wide receivers are good. I mean, 1 or 2 nice catches to Gesicki from Skyler and what's his name? Teddy. Where's our tight ends? Now, don't get me wrong. When you understand this offense, that's why I said Gesicki's numbers should drop this year. We'll see. If you understand this offense. But once again, man, what are we hearing? QB play is inconsistent. Like, here's my issue too. Whether it's Skyler, Teddy, or Tua, the best that we get is solid. Follow me on this, y'all. The best that we can get out of camp is he had a solid day. Even though other writers argue that and we're like, it wasn't solid, it was average at best. Solid is like above average. And what they telling me is average. Whole bunch of short passes and stuff. He cooking. And then whenever they turn it up a little bit, almost picks. With one or two decent passes here and there for 20 or 25. But why is the best that we can get is solid? As Dolphin fans, we just want more, man. We want like, and I don't mean to bring them up, but I'm just, and they're gonna be trash this year anyway. But I'm just saying, the Patriots, they freaking offense, they're gonna be trash this year, in my opinion. But the connections with Mac Jones and Parker, how everybody raving about it, even though the offense struggled today. I know it's all hype around the league and this and that, but we can't have this struggle. We can't have this back and forth. And I know Mike McDaniel's philosophy is this. Well, when you have a solid day where the offense make plays and the defense makes plays, you know, it's a good day because you want your defense to be great too, right? I'm sorry. Look at what we put on offense. We have to be able to break through great defenses. I'm sorry. We added one of the best receivers, already had one of the best receivers, have a top 7 tight end in the NFL, have speedsters for days, all this speed on this field. You bring all of that in to be able to break through top defenses. Do you remember the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs? You bring those you got to have an offense that can break through great defenses. Buffalo was the #1 ranked defense. You got to have an offense that's going to break through a top defense. That's the name of the game. That's why Buffalo went home packing, because the Chiefs had an offense that could break through the defense. Because they had players like Tyreek Hill and Kittle. And now we have Tyreek Hill, and we got a top 7 tight end. We got Waddle. We got all these guys on all this speed. We brought in a unit that is supposed to break through good defenses. And not to mention, we're talking about good defenses, but these ain't even the starters out there in the secondary getting a lot of reps. You got Noah Igbenogany and Trill Williams out there holding the front down. And Xavier Howard doing specific drills in certain sections of practice. We can't have this. They need to step it up and start producing and start breaking through this good defense. I don't care how early it is. I don't care that, you know, this defense been together for 3 years. How long Buffalo defense been together now? And they were #1 in the NFL. How long they been together? That's the game we got to win. But again, there's time. There's time to fix a lot of these things. But we got to start getting some reports that there's signs that they're getting fixed. It's early. We understand that. Merle Garrett said McDaniel should be allowed to bring his own quarterback. Tua is his quarterback. He had a decision to make when he got here on if he wanted to go get a quarterback or stick with Tua. If we could have listened, Watson probably still could have been here. Mike McDaniel would have been like, yeah, I want to get another quarterback. But his evaluation said he can win with Tua. So he has to own that. And I think I'm hoping he can. No, Flores won with Tua, right? So Mike McDaniel should be able to win with Tua. Flores was able to win with Tua. Mike McDaniel should be able to win with him and better. Low key, I'm very optimistic right now about Tua this year. There's just something about it. I'm just like, man, you got the weapons, you got a lot of what you need. I believe you're gonna get it done this year. Come on, young fella. I'm hopeful. Give me a second. My screen just froze up on me. One moment, y'all. I don't know why my screen froze up like that. Shake Money with the donation said, any news, the round table, don't tell Dan Mitchell and Master at work, hiding from the new AFC East champions. Oh Lord. Now we're gonna get together soon, man. We've been working out some other stuff on the back end. And by the way, I'll talk about that another time. But we have an official sponsor for the season, so that's gonna be pretty lit. And good thing is I was able to help those guys get sponsors as well this year for the season. So we're gonna be lit and with the round table. So y'all will hear more about that coming up. TD McDaniels never had that choice. Stop it. Well, I mean, whether he had the choice or not, Merle, all I can do is go off of what another grown man say out of his mouth. He maybe didn't have the choice, but he lied. He said either him or Chris Greer. Chris Greer said Mike McDaniel say that he can win games with Tua, and he's the guy. So we'll see. What's wrong with the camera? I don't know if it's the camera. Hold on, I think it might be the connection. I gotta check something because that's why I was late streaming. I had this issue. And now it look like it might be creeping up again on me. Y'all bear with me, just trying to see what's going on. Let me fix this. Y'all give me one moment. Bear with me, y'all. All right, I think it might be better now. I don't know what was going on. I had a little the Dolphins trying to cut me off the stream right now. Tua's Colt fan base is cutting over your camera. Nah, this ain't about Tua's fan base and nothing like that. Did I say anything negative about Tua in this stream? No, real talk. Y'all let me know in the comment section because perception is everything, and a lot of people like to run negativity that I don't exude. Did I actually say anything negative about Tua in this stream? I just told y'all what other people said that happened, what I think about it, and I didn't say anything negative about Tua in the stream. If anything, I was optimistic about it. Everybody has moments like that. Well, hopefully we see, he start, having more positive days. The only thing I guess you can maybe say negative is we're tired of having solid be the best narrative. He was solid today. We want more than that. But no, man, listen, man. All the Tuaneers that already worked, they wonder trying to make me out to be the Tua devil, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm just going to stay me and stay telling the truth. At the end of the day, he ain't did nothing in camp to make you say, oh, my God, man, this man ain't it, man. We need to move on. But he also ain't did nothing that tells us, oh, my gosh, year 3 about to be insane for him. And that's the point that I'm making. We need him to show us some things in camp that leaves us with optimism that says, man, year 3 might be crazy for Tua, bro. You see what he doing in camp? If he can take that into the regular season, this is the year he can prove the friend, because that's what we're looking for. We're trying to get reports that make us feel like, man, we got our friend. We might have our franchise quarterback. And that's the truth. Merle said, by the way, Round is by the way, RD is the #1 Dolphins YouTube channel. Pay your respect to the GOAT. RD? Y'all help me out, and I'm not being funny. Who is RD? You gonna say it, and I'm be like, oh, okay. But I don't know who RD is, because all YouTubers, I want to shout them out. Who is RD? RD is by the way, RD is the #1 Dolphins YouTube channel. Pay your respect to the GOAT. I'm sorry, I don't want no YouTuber getting mad at me because I ain't know who they was or whatever like that. But I always big up every YouTuber. So whoever RD is, tell them, hey, I'm sure they're great, and hey, let's collab. Let's collab, bro. But I don't know who RD is, and I'm not saying that to be shady. I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, I don't know who that is. You know, like they said, Big O said with me when they were like, what TD said, who is that? The mascot. But I don't know who RD is. But when you talk to him, tell him collab with me. I collab with him, and you know, I'm sure I'll appreciate doing some work with him. TD, what's up, D Wade? TD, LMAO. I wasn't being funny. I'm serious. I don't know. TD, he means you. He meant TD. Oh, he. Oh, I get it now. I look ridiculous. I get it now, bro. Salute to you for the compliment, man. Salute to you for the compliment. I appreciate it, man. I'm going on this tangent about art. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sitting here making names in my hand. Ronald Davis. I don't even know who a Ronald Davis is. RD. Who is RD? I'm like, man, there's so many new people in the community. I don't want them to be like, oh, TD try to act like you don't know me. So I don't know, man. Reason Davis is RD. Is that Reason's last name, Davis? I don't know. See, now they said the Reason Davis. So I don't know if he talk about, a lot of people say he was talking about me. So I'll wait to hear from Merle. I think I'm gonna assume you were talking about me, Merle, because I don't know no RD. But thank you. Thank you. If you were talking about me, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But I love all of our YouTubers. We're all the best. You know why? Because we all produce content. We all produce content for Dolphin fans. We all produce content for Dolphin fans. So we're all the best, man. We're all the GOATs. All right. And please never stack me into competition with anyone. Okay. I'm not in competition with anyone but myself. So that's why I try to, keep a good positive attitude about everybody in the community, because it's too much drama and I found myself in it from time to time, and I don't want to be in no more of it. All the other YouTubers scare me, man. I'm just a young kid that's trying to, have a little YouTube channel. I don't want no heat, man. I don't want no smoke. TD one of them, soft guys that's scared to bust a grape. I don't want no trouble, none of that. All right. Oh man, I'm saving this when I have a bad day. Oh man. But you keep it real, unbiased, while some others are too emotional over a play. Well, Meyer Justice, again, and I don't mean to just be defending people, but whatever product they give you, if you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? So if somebody's giving you a product you don't appreciate and you don't like, it is what it is. If I give you a product you appreciate and like, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging around, man. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with me, man. Because many of y'all know what I've sacrificed in the last 2 years. And like I said, I'm not in competition with anybody, but y'all know what I've sacrificed in the last 2 years. When I started this thing, man, do y'all even realize how the growth was, man? We got to 1,000 in about 2.5 months. We were shooting up. It was the fastest growing channel ever. I mean, we were taking off. People that were ahead, passing them, catching up, passing, going past, actually past certain people and all of that stuff. And it wasn't about competition, but it was like the reception that I got from everybody because we were moving. But as soon as this Tua stuff came in the light, man, I just told the truth. Everything that I've said in the last 2 years, none of it has been proven wrong. I was just giving my honest truth. And I've paid the price for it, but one thing I'll never compromise is my truth. So paying the price is worth it. Losing 8,000 subscribers last year, it's worth it. Gaining 14 though. Just so you know, losing 8, gaining 14, it's worth it, staying genuine so you don't have to remember what you lied about so that you can smooth it over and all of that. Or being extra lovable on certain players just because people like it and it gets views. So I'm just going to be true to myself in this channel. And that's why I say, if you rock with me, make sure you subscribe, because 34% of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel. They watch us every day, but they're not subscribed. So punch that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 20,500. We're coming up on 20,400 right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to check. I got to check real quick. See where we at real quick. I want to see where we are right now. See if we got to the 20,400 yet. I know we real close. So right now we are at 20,393. 7 more subs and we're at 20,400. And earlier this week, we've literally in the last 48 hours added about 75 people, almost 75 people now. So to all the new members, the 75 new members in the last 2 days, welcome to TDPHINSTALK. I'm going to keep it 100 whether you like it or not. Okay? I love this team more than any player on it. And everything I say don't make me right. It's just my opinion, and time always tells. And when time passes and I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong and I get on the right side. And when time passes and I was right, I say, hey, I told y'all this, and we keep it moving. It's that simple, all right? Shake Money with the big boy donation. He said, thanks for introducing me to Larry K, Miss Fins, Miami Sports Fanatics, the Fins Tailgate, and even Dan Mitchell, Jets Media, and Mass That Works. Thank you for being a pillar of this community. I try my very best, bro. I want y'all to think about all, and I don't toot my own horn, but I'm going to call it what it is. Every new platform that comes out with Dolphin content, if I see it, I extend an olive branch and I first thing, hey, let's collab. I love your work. I listen to one video. You talking Dolphins talk. I love your work. I love your work. Let's work together if you like. I share every video. If I see a channel I ain't never seen before, but they talking Fins talk, I share their video and put it on my timeline so other people can see it. This ain't about, I just want to be everybody to be over at TDPHINSTALK. I encourage everybody to go subscribe to everybody, listen to the differing opinions so you can know all there is to know about the Dolphins. I'm going to be wrong sometimes. Now, it's going to be cocky for me to say this. It's rare, but I'm going to be wrong sometimes. So listen to everybody, man. Listen to everybody, all right? Tua is not special. We don't have a franchise quarterback. 2 years already told us that. A lot of people will come back to you and say, well, 2 years told the Buffalo Bills Josh Allen wasn't either. The truth is, you don't know. Like, I have my reservations just like you. There ain't another quarterback sitting out there where we can truly, truly upgrade. So at the end of the day, he deserves his very fair opportunity, unless you're going to argue about Jimmy G right now. But outside of that, I prefer not to be more of, he ain't the guy. I prefer to be more of, get him what he needs so he could be the guy, or let's just hope that he becomes the guy, because we Dolphin fans and he's all we got. So we have to rally behind that. We could be honest with our opinions, but we got to rally behind Tua this year, man. We could be honest about how we feel, but there still needs to be a rallying call. Jim Barron with the super duper donation, 50 bones, man. I ain't seen that in a minute. Jim obviously appreciate the channel. especially since he didn't even leave a message. He just dropped a super sticker. So, Jim, thank you so much for the love and support. That's going to get me by half a tank to go down to training camp, and I'm going to need it. So, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, because I am going to need it. That gas down in to get down to South Florida training camp. Much appreciated. I like the little super sticker you sent, too. Appreciate that, homie. All those who donate to the channel, as always, thank y'all so much. Appreciate the love and support. For those who be dropping love in my Cash App just randomly on occasions, it's always appreciated. Thank you so much as well. At the end of the day, y'all give me a second. At the end of the day, some of y'all actually show love, because I don't beg for money on this channel. I don't beg for donations and all that, but I'm very appreciative for those who do, because at the end of the day, this 1G internet costs, that Sunday ticket every year costs, these lights costs, this travel costs, and at the end of the day, one thing you'll always know is that I'm going to at least give everything I got to give y'all the best production that I can. This year, I'm priding myself on getting to training camp again. Thanks to a lot of y'all, especially our members of the channel. And also, I'm priding myself, man, I can't wait for the Bucks practices, man. I'm going to be at the Bucks practices, exclusive coverage. One day I already got the homie Elder Bruce Jones. We gonna be I'm gonna go holler at Elder Bruce Jones. He's a subscriber to the channel, a member and a mod. He's been rocking with us for a long time. He always showed me and my family love in different ways, by the way, outside of this. But we gonna be going to training camp one day, to the Bucks training camp. I just can't wait for that, because I want to see how we hold up against a true team. I want to see how we hold up against a true team. A true team. A team that really got a defense. A team that actually has an offense. I don't know if y'all saw the rankings, but they got us as the 5th best wide receiver core in the NFL. And they got the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken, number 1. And they got Cincinnati at like number 3 or something like that. They got the Vikings at like number 4, something like that. I got to go look at it again. But they got us at number 5. We do. We go to Tampa. Yes, go Elder Bruce Jones in here. That's what's up, man. He said, yes, can't wait, TD. We going to be in the building, bro. We do. We go to Tampa. Yes, we have joint practices in 2 weeks versus the Bucks. 2 exclusive days. They're not opening it up for the public. They're only opening it up for Bucks season ticket holders. They're members. And I got tickets to the both practices. So it's gonna be lit. So y'all gonna get the same coverage. I remember last time we played against the Bucks, they barely gave us any coverage. They just said, oh, they gave us the Preston Williams out route. They didn't tell us nothing, man. But I'll be there. I will be there. All right. Y'all see how TD is running. He won't dare drop the link. He always lying and saying I'm running. Ian, what is you talking about? What is you talking about? I ain't never ran from you, EM. You have never won a debate against me. And I just dropped the link for you, because I ain't trying to do a crazy panel right now. But I dropped the link for you if you got something to say. Don't come up here and get ethered. Be careful. Don't come up here and get ethered now. Know what you talk about when you come up here. He ain't gonna show up, y'all. He gonna be like, my phone reception messed up, my phone going through inflation right now. Y'all don't understand. EM my brother, man. EM's my brother. It's like that guy that don't know nothing about football, but he always in the room. So you just give him a little shake here and there. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. Marino, oh Lord, what's up, bro?
Bro, I am really surprised you actually dropped the link.
Me? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me? EM? Let me know in the comments. You
trolling or what?
Maybe it's just me.
You trolling?
Oh, what am I trolling about?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm really surprised you actually dropped the link, bro. You want me to you want some fire before you before you shut down from the day, huh? Is that
No,
what you want?
I dropped the link because it ain't nothing to fear from you. It's like
Oh, okay, I hear you.
it's like Tyreek. It's like Tyreek versus Noah Monogamy.
Oh
Come
man,
on,
that is
Noah.
funny.
Come on, Noah. Talk to me, Noah.
That is funny. I had yeah, bro, I missed your call before you went live. I started it like right when I got the notification that you went live. When
Yeah.
the TD Foolish Talk notification, once I received that, I just picked my phone up to return your call, but I was like, damn, he live. So, is there anything particular you wanted to speak? You want to talk about, or you was just,
No. I gotta call you later because I had a conversation with somebody about something that happened at practice today, but I keep that private. So I'll talk to you later about it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You kind of you know what I'm talking about, but is some detail behind it.
Ooh wee.
Leave it
So your
alone.
thoughts?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right.
I've had it. Yeah. I've had an opportunity to kind of catch up on what's being reported. I had some conversations too with some individuals, and
All right, man. Let's get off of that, man. What you here for? What you here for? You want to take an L, or you just want to talk about what you think?
Well, I just wanted to chop it up with the homie.
Okay. I gotta make sure I don't get blindsided. A little sneak.
No. There's never need. No. There's none of that. I just wanted to chop it up with the homie. I didn't get a chance to really. I mean, we spoke earlier, but briefly. But I didn't get a chance to really talk in depth with you in detail. So. Yeah.
After the dust settled today, what's your thoughts on the inconsistency? The best that we can get is solid. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, like I was in a chat earlier, going back and forth with this TK individual. I'm gonna give him a little shine right now. TK something. I forget his his whole name, but TK, y'all know what I'm talking about in the chat. But anyway. It's early, TD. Like we spoke yesterday. It's early. We don't need to lose sight of that. It is early. It's the second day of training camp practice. But what's concerning for me personally is the fact that, it's a new year. It's a new coaching staff, new personnel, new scheme. Excuse me, TD. But new personnel. But these are similar stories that we've heard last year in 2021, as well as 2020, and not to take a shit on this. I'm sorry, not to just pardon my language, TD, but not to give up and fold up, quote unquote, on the season. But that's eyebrow raising for me. You know what I mean? We've been told that reason why Tua, his lack of consistency was attributed to the previous coaching staff, right? Brian Flores, Studesfield, George Gossi, and in the previous year it was Chan Gailey was the boogeyman. So here we are.
But they were sabotaging him.
Yeah. So here we are, another year, brand new year, new personnel, new scheme, new coaching staff, et cetera, et cetera. And what's consistent is Tua's inconsistencies. Now, again, this is just to publicly document, what you've reported, as well as Reason as others. This is just to publicly document what's being said from individuals that have had their eyes on Tua. You know what I mean? So, again, nobody's punting on the season. Nobody's saying Tua is going to be trash this year. We are just documenting this is what's being reported. And it's just eerily similar. I find it just very, very, very interesting that it's eerily similar to what's been previously reported in 2021 as well as 2020.
Yeah, it kind of amazes me. It's like in people frustrate me with this. They don't want you to just document what's happening. Basically, you got a checklist of 10 practices and you evaluate each one of them one by one. Not a good day by Noah. Even worse day by Noah. He was average today. He made a play or two. He was trash today. You go through 10 days and then you go into the regular season and he's terrible. And it's like, we weren't allowed to document day by day to know that already up front. Like, people don't want you to document or keep track of each day and how it's going. I don't understand that. Like, people need to
Yeah.
get out of that mindset. That's what we do on as analysts. You evaluate it day by day. You evaluate day one, then you evaluate day two, then you give a whole picture of day 1 and 2. Then you evaluate day 3, then you give a whole picture of the 3 days. Then you evaluate day 4 and you give a whole picture of the 4 days so
Exactly.
far. You keep it moving. That way you know what you have at the end of the evaluation.
Exactly. And what I've been saying, TD, I take it on with my evaluation with Tua, where really every player, the team in general, coaching staff included. You know, me personally, this is my approach. It's on a repetition by repetition basis, practice by practice basis, game by game basis. And then at the end of the day, when all the games, you know, when the season is concluded, well, that's when you complete your evaluation. And again, and you know what's bothering to me? You know what bothers me, TD? You brought up about how somebody, you know, early in your show, you talked about how on Twitter people were asking Omar Kelly about, you know, what does he think about Tua's arm strength? And Omar Kelly, you know, his response, I'm paraphrasing, but his response was, keep
Leave
me out
me
of
out
that.
of this.
You know,
no comment.
Something, man, the fact that he's fearful, right? He's fearful of the blowback. This man, I mean, bro, you can't tell the truth. I mean, what cut are we? Is this still the United States of America?
But you already
And
know
this
why.
man, they got this man shook to the point where he cannot be truthful and report what he is seeing on the field. I got a major issue with that, bro. Major. So
but Ian, we know what the campaign is this year. No negativity. The campaign is no negativity. That's what they want the culture to be. Only report the positives. And I'm going to tell you now, I want to see how long David remains continuing to tweet the way he's tweeting, because he's the only one that's been kind of filter free.
Man, that really, really bothers me, bro. That, you know, man, that's just, you know, when I heard that one, then I went and looked on Twitter and I saw that, you know, where whoever that individual was that approached him like that. And I mean, to have Omar shook, and you know, normally Omar keeps it at that. You know, I'm not saying, again, I don't know Omar from a can of paint, but over the years, as I followed Omar, he tends to keep it as close to 1,000 as possible. He really never fear. He's never in a position where he's really worried about how people are gonna feel, you know. And the fact that he was just like, "Hey, man, I'm not in that," you know, et cetera, et cetera. That is very troubling for me. So, but, you know, it's what it is. But anyway, where we are, you know, it's day 2. Day 2 has been completed. You know, I don't think they practice tomorrow. I think they come back on the field on Saturday, and I think that they won't be in full pads
tomorrow.
From what I understand, I could be wrong.
No, it makes sense because they're padding up on Saturday, but it's a lot of walkthrough stuff, but they'll be padded up and I want to know how that first practice goes too with the pads on. That's gonna be interesting. Saturday, Sunday, I don't know if they practice, and Monday I don't know if they practice. I think they might have 2 days off, if I'm not mistaken, but then they're right back at it on Tuesday, and that's when I'll be there.
Oh, Tuesday, really? That's what's up.
I'll be there Tuesday at practice, Wednesday at practice. There's no practice Thursday. I'll be there Friday at practice. Saturday, that next Saturday, I will miss that practice because I'll be flying in from your neck of the woods. And Sunday, I'll be there on the last day of camp for the public in the first part of the season. Well, training camp. And then that very next week, we got the 2 practices for the Bucks.
This ought to give an indication to the listeners and your subscribers and to the fan base in general. This ought to give everyone an idea how bad it's gotten to where I have to rely on TD Foolish Talks' eyes, you know, his football eyes, to relay accurate information on what's transpiring on the football field. That'll let all of us know it is getting terrible here in the U.S. of A.
Did I not invite you down here to Florida?
Oh man, we got to rely on TD Foolish Talk. No, my God,
did I not invite you down here to Florida? Yes or no, EM? Did I invite you down here?
And you know, I did everything. I'm still doing everything in my power. You never know. I might just pop up there on a Friday or something.
Yeah, I'm
But
telling you, bro.
I'm trying my
You
best to
come
work it out.
down. You come down. I got you, bro.
So, but yeah, you know, we got to rely on TD's eyes, man. Good, God help us all. But you know, it's cool.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell it what it is, man. Oh yeah, I saw you in the comment section saying you like that throw from Teddy. Okay, you didn't
No,
think the
no, no,
placement could have been
I
better?
didn't say you saw one. You saw one comment. It was two. I said that was not a bad, quote unquote, bad throw from Teddy. Teddy could have led him more towards the sideline,
Yeah, I
but
said it was a good throw, but the placement could have been better.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, I
But
thought you were saying that I was wrong and that's a great throw or something.
no, hell no. Now, first off, any completed pass,
Yeah.
any pass that's completed, I mean, that's not, it could be the worst placement in the world. But if the pass is completed, it's a decent throw. It'll never
Even
be
if
labeled as a bad throw.
even if it's
You know what I mean?
wobbly and short and the receiver got to come back to get it, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just making
Hey,
sure.
bro, a completion is a completion. You know what I mean? So I'll take any completion any day of the week. So, but yeah, it's again, TD, I know you about to end the stream or whatnot, but it's day 2, bro. And all we can do is timestamp what happened today, document everything that happened today, and just move forward to day 3. And that'll be on Saturday.
I'm mad. I didn't know they were off tomorrow, but it makes sense. I'm thinking we're gonna have some more tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is a bounce back, and we can pick from there. So I guess what I'm gonna do tomorrow is just open up a panel and get everybody's thoughts on the first 2 days, what they think. And I got to get with somebody who's going to be there Saturday so that they can maybe come on and tell us what their thoughts were being there live. So we'll see how that goes. So
that's what's up, bro.
I know a lot of people that's going to be there, but a lot of people that I know that's going to be there, like I know a lot of people that are so biased for certain people. Like I just hold my tongue. They see one thing, I'm like, I don't know what you talk about, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anybody in the comment section right now going to be at training camp on Saturday?
If there is, you gonna let them come up? You gonna let them come up real quick?
Yeah.
We'll drop the link. Drop the link for the homie Lou need to come up. I don't think I've ever seen him on TD Foolish Talk, but I know he'll be there.
Lou in here right now?
I saw him in here earlier. I saw him in here earlier.
Shout out to Lou, man. We got to get him on these streams more often.
I tell you who I really like to come up, and that's Flipside Fishing. I really would love to dialogue with him. I really would like for him to come up. I mean,
right now, man, the homie Flipside in here now.
Flipside Fishing, he's one of your day ones, and we've gone at it, for a long time. We've been back and forth. But I would love, he had, I really would love to dialogue with him about some things that happened this morning. But, I don't think I don't think he's coming up on this panel. But I just would tell Lou, come on and jump on, bro.
No, I just dropped the link, especially if anybody's going to camp too. There ain't nobody's going to camp Saturday. Like, I mean, we got 512 people still in here, man. Nobody going to camp. I told him earlier, it's football season, man. We had like 596 in here earlier.
Damn, really?
People cranking back up for football season.
Yeah. It's always some downtime between June and now, June and mid-July.
Yeah.
It's always that down period. So, it's what it is.
Yes, I am going to the Bucks practice for those who are asking. How you get tickets to go. I think it's too late now at this point. They're probably done with them because everybody already got all the tickets. Hit me up on Instagram. I might have some extra tickets for certain days, just FYI, because I ain't gonna lie.
So you're going out. So total, you're going to see how many practices you'll see? You said how many in total?
6.
4
next week, and then the 2 Bucks ones.
Ooh, TD.
Yeah, I'll be at 6 practices.
Yeah,
It's my job.
Yeah, so respect to you, respect. Because a lot of we can't believe anything. I'm not gonna say anything, but a lot of these beat writers, man, they're easily manipulated. And I get it; they got a
Well,
job to do. I
yeah, I
get it.
mean,
I
at the end of the
understand.
day, exactly. I mean, we know what time it is. They can't say
But
certain things.
yeah, and I get it, and I'm not mad at them. If I was employed with the South Sun Sentinel or the Miami Herald, well, I would have no choice to follow the rules just like everybody else. But
Hmm.
that just went, me. Hey, Brad, I got to call it how I see it. So that just won't work for me. Lou, what's
Yeah,
good, bro? What's good, homie?
Yeah, it was good, TD. How y'all boys doing tonight?
good, man.
We're good. I think this is your first time on TD Foolish Talk, the TD
No,
Foolish
no,
Talk hotline. Is this your first
no,
time?
no. I've been up here a couple times, but
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's
see,
what's up.
see, stop
yeah.
hating them. Hey, Lou, you going to any of the practices or the Tampa Bay?
Well, I'll definitely be at the Tampa Bay one. I got some inside connects. I'm trying to get some actually on some field passes. So if I do get my hands on some, I already told privately I thought the EM. I'll definitely reach out to you, TD, especially if you coming down, see if we can
Yeah,
get get on the field. You know what I mean?
let me know, man. Well, I'm probably gonna be in them stands. I need the highest vantage point I can to see it all.
Yeah,
Cause
I
if
got
cause
you.
if cause if I'm on the field, I got ops on the field. So, cause I tell the truth.
Truth be told, you got him in the stands too, TD.
Hey,
You public enemy number one, bro. Real
hey,
talk.
it is what it is, man. My own cousin had to hit me up. He a sheriff down there. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm coming to camp with you." I said, "All right, that's fine."
Oh, that's what's up then. That's what's up.
Yeah.
He said, "You
That's what's
never."
up.
He said, "You never know with these fools."
I know that's right.
um,
Hey, it's better. It's just best to be safe than sorry.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I get it.
so Lou, real quick, bro? What's your thoughts on what we've been hearing the last couple days, man? You talk? Can you speak freely? You at work or you working or what?
Well, I'm here at work. I'll probably hop off now in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, to be honest, it's just concerning, man. Like, I mean, you and TD made great points. Well, this is year three, and we're still hearing the same thing. And EM, you know how I feel about Flores. Like, I just think he got a bad rap. And again, we got a whole new coaching staff, whole new system. It's a support system for Tua. To TD's point, you can't really say nothing negative now. And again, it's just the same consistency problem. It's like, again, I don't care if he's mediocre or he had an average day, or he was solid at best. And bro, that's concerning. Like, we need this young fella to start producing. Again, look at our schedule. Look at the teams we're facing. Look at the quarterbacks we're facing. Again, everybody wants to talk about offensive lines and bro, this is a league of quarterbacks. And again, I love this team so much, but that's what we're deficient at. Let's just be honest. I'm tired of all the excuses all the time, man. Bro, I need my franchise quarterback to produce on the field, off the field, whatever it is. I just don't see it from the young kid. And again, it's not coming from a place of hate, because I want the kid to succeed. I think he gives us the best option the way we, with the picks and everything like that. Like, if he works out, it's just better for our team. But, bro, to be honest, again, I just don't see it, man. There's nothing he's shown me that shows me otherwise. And again, to your point, EM, you always say it. I don't care about the talent around you. That's not going to hurt the deficiencies of what Tua really has. Yeah, the numbers might go up because of production, of course, with the players around him is going to, it's obviously it's better. But again, where Tua's real problems is reading defenses and getting the communication down. I just don't see that in him. So again, man, that's just my take on it. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
But there's
Man,
but there's still a chance that he can
yeah,
thrive this year. What
Well,
if it
yeah,
all just works
absolutely.
out?
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
not. It's not time. I want to emphasize because you know how this will get twisted. They'll go the individuals, the haters out there will take what I said, what you said, and go to another platform and totally twist and twist and turn
Manipulate.
around everything that
Yeah.
we said and try to make it out to be something that it was never meant to be. So I want to emphasize it is not time to hit the panic button. This is just these are just facts. We heard in 2020, 2021, now first two practices of training camp, it's just been similar stories that have come out about where Tua is on the field. That's what it is. That's what we documented. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Hey, fellas, I'm
See,
putting a fall back.
they go EM panicking again.
Yep.
All right,
I'm
Luis.
a fall back,
Yeah.
but I'll be
Hey,
in contact with y'all for sure.
Hold on,
All
y'all.
right,
Salute,
Lewis.
homie.
Hold
Good
on, y'all,
one,
real
Lewis.
quick.
I'm gonna hit you up later because I'm gonna be coming down there. I gotta get my tickets and stuff, so I'm gonna let you know what day I'm gonna be coming down there.
Yeah, just hit me up.
All right,
Crypto, you already know.
one second, real quick, y'all. All right, Luis, I appreciate it, bro. Hey, for those
Yeah,
Salute,
I'm
homie.
listening.
for
Yep.
those in the comment section asking me about Tampa Bay Bucks tickets, you can't get them anymore. There's only for members of the Bucks, and the deadline was the 24th. But hit me up on Instagram because I might have some extra ones if you go to a Bucks practice. Hit me up on Instagram. There's no guarantee, but if certain people say no to me, then I can give them to you because I got some
What
people
about if you don't
on
have the gram, TD?
Huh?
What about if you're not on the gram?
Well, direct message me on Twitter. I'm just saying. Hit me up. I might have some extra tickets to the Bucks practice, but again, I already say I'm giving them to somebody. But if those individuals say, "Hey, I'm good," then let me know, Stevie TV.
Is that the homie Crypto? I'm glad you up here, my friend. Your ears
Yeah.
must be ringing. Your ears must be ringing. I was talking
Yeah.
about you earlier. I said
Okay.
I sent the text to I text Lewis last night that Patriots tweet out about Devontae Parker is just absolutely obliterating every DB in sight. He looks like an absolute monster.
Oh,
I said,
hold on, you
Listen,
reminded me now.
I said,
Crypto
Lou.
is the Parker hater.
Yeah, I told Lou. I
heard
said,
you got a
make
picture-
sure you relay that information to Crypto, please
I
do.
forgot about that. He because he be
TV.
going
Oh, my
hard on
goodness.
Devontae
I'm
Parker.
in the locker room.
Listen, I haven't had any Alka-Seltzer yet, but you guys trying to send me to the morgue already, man. Let's slow the
Hey,
roll,
Crypto,
man.
I'm just saying, man. That's what reports saying. They saying he got a picture of you in the locker room. He's showing up just because of you.
Yeah, he probably do got a picture of me in his locker room somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
He
like,
heard.
I'm gonna make sure Crypto know I'm balling out up here.
Yeah. He said,
I'm willing to drink some tea with him to have a Boston Tea party if you have a good one.
yeah. He said, I got something for that dude. I got something for Crypto.
Could it
I
be
got
Right
something
now,
for
he
him.
got Earl
quarterback?
Grey right now.
Could it be the quarterback difference?
I was going to ask you, TD. TD, I was going to say, TD.
Here you
Ian,
go. Here
Here we
If
go.
he
you go.
if he puts up
It's
1,200
just a
yards this season,
question.
hold on, but if he puts up 1,200 yards this season and looks good, what y'all going to say?
No, because Fitzpatrick gave him those numbers.
Okay, and he didn't get it afterwards.
Well,
He didn't get it without
afterwards.
Fitzpatrick. But if he getting it with Mac Jones,
With Mac Jones,
sir, if he's getting it with Mac Jones, what do you gentlemen have to feel about? How you guys feel about
Hey,
that?
I'm gonna say I'm not surprised.
That mean it's passer that's can contribute a lot
Parker is a
to it.
good wide receiver who just needs to stay healthy at the end
Right.
of the day.
And when Crypto and I had a debate a couple of weeks ago, I just told him, a lot of Crypto's concerns are valid. But when the man is on the field, when he's healthy and he's motivated, he's a big play receiver. He makes plays.
I never doubted that. It's just in crucial times where I just lost faith. After so many years, it's just kind of like, man, you gotta give it some effort, man. Try to stay on the field.
So what motivates a receiver though?
What was that?
What motivates a receiver?
Money,
Yeah.
status in the league, Pro Bowls, All Pros.
I mean, he can't throw the ball to himself and get that.
So what are you trying to say, Von Joe? Please,
Von Joe, what do you say?
What are you trying to say?
Give us some insight on that, Von Joe.
No, enough with this cryptic
But
stuff, bro.
He's got an accurate pass throw. He's got an accurate passer throwing to him right now, Von Joe. Well, before
Von Joe.
He had an accurate pass. He had the most accurate quarterback in the NFL throwing them to him last year. Did he not?
Well, you let the beat writers tell you, yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead.
They're talking to you, Crypto. They said don't back down now.
Oh man, listen at them. They all, bro. That's hate right there. That ain't nothing but hate right there. So it's what it is. It's what it is. But
I ain't get
Tua?
crypto take on what he think about the offense so far in camp.
Yeah, both days. My bad. I didn't mean to get off track, but
No,
yeah.
you good.
What are y'all, both of y'all?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the first 2 days of training camp practices?
Yeah, I think, man, I think they got to be more transparent, though. I do agree with that. You can't really be hiding stuff. You got to let us know, because that was telling. I agree with you when you said Omar, when he said that, it's a little concerning, because you can't say, well, I'm just going to be hands off now because they're asking me about somebody
Sorry
that's,
about that, gentlemen. I had a call
untouchable.
come in.
We can't say something negative, about this guy. So I'm just going to skirt the whole question, and just
Hey
dodge the
man, if
whole
you see Omar
situation.
shook,
I don't want to say nothing negative about the guy. I mean, is he spooked? I mean, since when the Omar been known to be spooked out?
I don't know if he's
Exactly,
spooked, but
crypto. That's what
I don't
got
know if
my
he's
attention. I
spooked,
said
but
I
that's
don't.
what got
maybe he
my
just don't want to
attention.
deal. But maybe
Yeah,
he
I
just
don't
doesn't
think
want
he's
to deal with
spooked.
it.
I just think he doesn't want to deal with the back and forth with people that are
Yeah.
mad at if he gave a real answer. And he just like, leave
But
me out of this.
CD,
I'm
he's
leaving.
got a segment on the Big O.
But
He's
it's
got to go out
easy.
there and do a lot of
Yeah, that's
explaining.
true. Well, that's true. But come on, man. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's that backlash from that crowd.
Because it could be
Because
easy to say, no, I think his arm is just fine. But to be, I'm going to leave that alone.
but hold on. But TD, he still got to look himself in the mirror to shave now.
Yeah.
but money go before that, bro.
Maybe
Your
Omar is.
livelihood.
Well, maybe Omar is just he's just waiting because I'm sure just like everybody, we all know it's early, so he might just be before he makes a statement like that's going to cause so much of an uproar in the community on a portion of our community. He might just be waiting. He's like, well, okay, I'll give it a little time. It's the second practice. I'll wait, and if we see this in practice number 3. If it's an issue in practice number 4 and 5, etc., well then that's when I'll address it. But the fact that it appears now that he's fearful of the backlash just based off him just making an observation, to me, that is what's troubling to me, because how a lot of these these two extremists, it's like you have an objective opinion and immediately they try to demonize you in this community and cancel you. So that, and again, that goes back to what I've been saying since we drafted Tua. He unfortunately brought a lot of that element of his fan base, not the Dolphins fan base, but his fan base, and it has contributed nothing positive, especially in that regard in this community. And how frustrated I get with a lot of these individuals.
So here's a question, TD, because you probably and good talk, Ian, but. TD, you probably touched on this because I was listening, then I had to jump into a meeting, and I just came out the meeting, right? So, and I was on a Twitter space, I was on shows earlier, and everybody's complaining about the O-line and what they're seeing with the O-line, right? And I'm like, it's only day 2, let's relax, no pads are on, but they're asked that the big thing is we have cap space, go get somebody, and I think you mentioned that also. Go get somebody. But at the same time, I'm in the position of we did bring in 5 coaching staff when McDaniel got hired, right? We were raving about the coaching staff that, the O-line is finally going to get fixed. We have real coaches for the O-line. We have 10 eyes that specialize in O-line, right?
Yeah.
And now we don't have faith in the O-line. So I'm like, are we not going to let the coaches do their job and coach?
Well, they sold us that the coaching staff was the problem. That was the propaganda that was going on. The number one, machine the mantra that they pumped up saying it's coaching. We all know that's innuendo. Flores is the spawn of Satan, but that's neither here nor there. But
it's
that's
all
basically what it was.
But I'm just saying, coaches coach and develop, do they not? Because if that's the case, we could just purchase O linemen and we could have just said the heck with coaches.
Bro. But
we're not the Yankees of football.
At some point, though, you do come to a realization that this guy just ain't the guy. You can't discount that too. You do your job and you coach and you try to get the most out of everybody. But there comes a point in time where your guy just can't, like me, bro. You think if I'm on the O-line at center, I have any shot at contending with Christian Wilkins coming at me? So at the end of the day, you can coach
maybe we can fix your technique.
Nah, you
Yeah.
can coach me. Listen, you can coach me up all you want. Your quarterback gonna get sacked 50 times in 5 games. Okay? So at the end of the day, coaches do coach and they get the most out of players. But it does come a point in time where you realize this guy just ain't the guy to contend with the other guys that he has to go against in this league.
So we doing that at year 3 for some of these players?
Well,
year 3 and 2 for some of these players?
I mean, you
This
start
is
to
year 2 and
evaluate.
Well,
3.
yeah, the offensive lineman, most of them are in year 3.
Yeah, but
Jackson is 3. Eichenberg is 2.
This is why you'll determine that this year. You'll know this year what I mean. A lot of these questions will be answered this year, bro. They are who they are this year. We've made this a favorable situation for more than just Tua, but a lot of people. So we get to determine who they are this year.
So let me ask you guys this, and this is to the entire panel. So what position is it that concerns you the most? Is it left guard, center, or right tackle? Which one is it?
Say that again.
Which position
Out of the lineman position?
out of the O-line that concerns you the most? Is it left guard? Because those are the 3 positions that there's a high level of uncertainty surrounding. Left guard, center, or right tackle.
Center.
So which one concerns you all the most at
Center.
this stage?
I
Center.
don't think.
For me, it's a ripple effect. Here's why. Because if Connor Williams ends up being a great center, okay, that's an anchor that can help the 2 guards, and you already got a strong one on the right, but he can help his left guard. But if he doesn't, now you got an issue at center with him and the left guard who ain't going to be as good as him if he would have been there.
Good point.
See,
Well, couldn't they put Austin
should-
Jackson back at the left guard then? He had some time there.
Time there don't mean productivity there. So at the end of the day, they need to put Connor Williams right back at left guard, go get JC Treader, and live with whichever you have on the right tackle.
So, TD, you want to
Right tackle is fine. We got depth at the right
Yeah.
tackle. Hunt could play tackle if he wanted to.
I'll give you a wild take. I'm not concerned with the O-line. And this is why. No, let me finish. This is why. Because last year we saw the center where Dieter had problems with what's that thing called where they switch holes? Stunts. Yeah, stunts. Yeah. He had problem with stunts. That could be a communication issue. Connor probably could help with the communication. Coaching could help with communication and passing off blocks properly. Right? So this is why I'm not going to have issues with the O-line. I want to see them give him a chance. And McDaniels told you, he likes what he sees. He likes what he have in the house, and he really want to give it a chance.
Von Joe, don't listen to nothing Mike McDaniel got to say. I mean, at this point, bro, has this man said one thing that he ain't like?
Yeah. That is true.
Let's keep it 100, bro. He's doing his job.
Listen,
and that ain't a knock on him. He's actually doing what he's supposed to do. Sell everything.
Facts.
But my whole thing is the reason why this O-line is a concern because you're one injury at any one of them positions away from disaster.
I know, but hold on. That's so we need depth, but depth you could get depth after cuts.
See, that's the problem though. First off, you one injury away at any one of them positions from disaster, and you ain't even got any one of them positions not anyone, but you ain't got all of them solidified. You still trying to figure out.
You got 3 of them, TD.
You got 2. You got 2.
Because you don't know what Connor Williams is going to look like as a center.
Exactly. That's my point. Put that man at left guard, man, so you'll have three no's. Versus you'll have 3, I know what I got. Versus 2, I know what I got. And then not to mention, we know what we got at left tackle for at least 8 games. We talk about no. I mean, he can play 16, but you know what you got for. Nah, it's the truth. It's the reality though. You got to look at the history of the last 8 years of this player, and I'm not wrong for that. This is what history is telling you.
Well, to me, that's my biggest concern. knock on wood, if we know Teron Armstead is going to miss games, the only question is how many. So, in that, with that being said, what's the alternative, right? Who are you going to in the event he goes down? Knock on wood. Do you want to see Liam Eichenberger shifted back out to left tackle? I know I don't. Do you want to see Austin Jackson moved to left tackle in the event he goes down? I know I don't. That's terrifying for me.
And think about
So
it,
what
Ian.
is your plan moving forward in the event matter of if and when Teron Armstead misses games?
And Ian, what make it worse is if he does miss games, if you got Connor Williams at center, you got the same O-line potentially as last year.
For sure.
The exact same O-line.
Why can't you just put Dieter back at center and bring Williams back at his natural position?
That would be my approach.
I know, but he probably got that position took. There's a reason why they moved him and said, "Nah, you're not a starting center."
Well, Mike McDaniel explained that today.
Yeah, because Dieter's serviceable enough.
Connor Williams has the aptitude too to be able to, call the blind protections and do all of the intellectual things on the next level.
Dieter must be a meathead. He must be
he must be because I don't know why he would be serviceable. It's not even just being down the court if an injury happens.
We know that. He's not. Clearly, he knows. Okay, I got to put somebody serviceable there that could call out this protection because our quarterback is not going to do it. Point blank and simple. Let's call a spade a spade. Tua's not going to call out his protection properly.
I can't knock that. I can't knock that narrative because Mike McDaniel said today the reason why Connor is favored in that position because of his ability to be able to call the blitzes, the reads, and protections. He can do that.
Tua's not going to do it. Tua's going to sit and get himself kicked.
Damn, Bonjo.
He didn't say that, but he didn't say that. McDaniel didn't say that, but you can't rule it out.
He didn't say it, but he's saying it indirectly. Why do you need somebody that's to call out the protection at center if you could sit there and move him to guard, put Dieter back there to hold his own, and hey, quarterback, call out your protection properly. Hey, that guy that's moving up to the line, make sure that your fullback is communicating or somebody chips out there and protects you. Don't let him come free.
And can't Dieter play guard?
Yeah, that's what he was drafted as.
And this is why you go get JC Treader so you actually have real depth. You got Dieter that could play center and guard. This is why. You'd actually have a guy who could play depth on both sides.
But there's a reason why Treader is still out there. Nobody has him yet. Come on, TD.
Well, there are suitors. Listen. There are suitors. There are people that are waiting, and they got their ear to the ground, in regards to him making the announcement that he's ready to come back. And from what I understand, and the Dolphins are one of them. So this could be, this whole Connor Williams approach might, they might have some, not necessarily Treader, but again, somebody is going to shake free at some point from some other team. So the Dolphins, I think, and again, and it might not come out, it might not happen, but I think the Dolphins are just taking a wait and see approach and to see what comes available. And Treader, I think, is on their radar screen as well. When the price tag comes down or whenever he decides to come back, I think the Dolphins will be in play. And this might just be a contingency. This might turn out to be, if they sign somebody, all of this Connor Williams experimentation at center might just wind up being a contingency plan at the end of the day.
I think Treader going to end up in Tampa, bro.
He might, because they're desperate. They're in a situation where they, they might make him an offer he can't refuse. Because their center went down.
Backup center over there.
They lost Jensen today.
Yeah.
Jensen got hurt today, and they fear the worst. And they ain't gonna put anybody in front of Tom Brady.
No.
They are not gonna just put anybody in front of Tom Brady.
You are right about that.
With the number one receiving core, at least that's what they have them ranked, the number one receiving core right now.
No, we have the number one receiving core.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
Look at it, TD.
They had us ranked number 5. They took the top 3 on every team, and they have us ranked number 5.
Damn.
They didn't take the top 2. We talk about the top 3 receivers. They have us at number 5. They got Minnesota ahead of us, Cincinnati, Saints, and Bucks.
Mm.
They got the
damn,
Chargers
Saints.
number 10. I remember that because that's the only
The
team
Saints?
behind us that play us.
The Saints?
Yeah. Go look at the Saints core. Jarvis Landry, Thomas.
Chris Olave.
Yeah.
And Chris Olave, yeah.
Minnesota, we play them. They have a bet, and technically they do when you look at their top 3. They have a better core. Jefferson and Thielen, and what's the third one?
I mean, yeah.
I actually, believe it or not, Ian, I agree with their list.
You got Jefferson and Thielen.
When you look at the top 3 on all teams and you put it together, I actually agree with their list.
I hear you. That's what's up.
Yeah, that list
That's
is it's a fair list.
That's fair.
So
That is fair.
we only play.
I'll still rank us over the Saints, though.
The quarterback, you may want to rank us over. Well, I can't even say that. Never mind.
Wow, really, TD?
Don't do that.
No, y'all taking it the wrong way. What I was about to say is,
wow.
It's not Ian Book.
What I was about to say is their 3 receivers collectively may be better, but they're the quarterback throwing them the ball. We don't know. They may not be better in that. Then I remember, Tua throwing our guys the ball. He ain't no more proven than them. So let me leave that alone. I didn't mean it as no Tua, so they better. I just don't know. Their receiving core is better.
I was going to address the center thing that you mentioned earlier, that you feared that he might go to Tampa. Well, they do have a quarterback that can call out his own protection. So maybe Tom Brady don't need the greatest under him.
Well, I think you're missing the point on that because centers call protections anyway for not just the quarterback to know, but for the line. He gives the signals. He communicates. The center's supposed to do that anyway. Now you don't need as good. You don't need as good of a center that. I mean, you don't need the best center to do that.
Right, that's what I was
got an elite quarterback who can overcompensate for some of that. But center's supposed to do that regardless. But again,
I get that. But he can. Brady makes up a lot of
center may need to be in that
deficiencies.
Yeah, but you're also putting more work on that quarterback to be able to go down that line of scrimmage and communicate with them. Because you want your quarterback to keep.
Well, Peyton Manning made a living out of that, TD.
The greats do. The greats generally do that.
I was gonna say all the great ones do.
I get it, but you want your quarterback to really be communicating with his backs and his receivers in the center. And on occasions, if he'll go down the line. But if you got a great center that can do it, he already checking. The quarterback knows while the quarterback communicating with his weapons, the center is already communicating with his guys. But if you ain't got a great center that can do that, that's when you're going to see the quarterback communicating with everybody and going down the whole line. With Dieter, you'll need a quarterback that can go down and communicate with the whole line and the receivers.
Real quick, man.
Man, come on, for a quarterback to communicate with his weapons, man, bro, it's just simply throwing up gang signs. Come on, man.
No, I mean, bro, I think you're underestimating that's the center's job too.
Real quick. Man, in the chat, bro. My God, man, TD, your subscriber base, man. I don't feel as bad now. I mean, they coming at Doug right now. They chopping Doug up right now, and I'm like, that's the first time ever seen. Yeah, Dudley do wrong. Yeah, he in there.
Yeah,
that's the first time I've ever seen.
What did Dudley do?
They are chopping Doug up right now. I don't feel so bad now, bro.
Oh man,
I mean, Doug got haters out here, really? Okay.
It's impossible for Doug to have.
Man, y'all chill out, man. Doug the homie, man. Y'all stop that, man. At the end of the day, listen,
man, they are chopping Doug's behind up right now. Doug,
what did Doug do? What happened?
Doug, you need to get up here, bro. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trolling, bro. But yeah, I'm shocked to see that. That's the first time I've seen that. So, but yeah.
Doug is swatting them down. Hey, man, he holding his own down. Doug not a two near. Got to, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't think Doug was two near.
Why is my thing freezing?
No,
see, T Rich making it bad for you, Doug. He said Doug a fellow two near. Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. They try coming at that, bro.
Listen, man.
That's the first time
listen,
I've seen that.
I guess this is the perfect segue because the wife hit me up like, man, you said 7. Let's go. Because but we gonna
He's saving Doug right now. He's saving his boy right now. It's all good. I know.
Yeah.
Why can't I get that same respect, TD? I'm supposed to be your ace. Why can't I get that same respect? I'm kidding, bro. I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
Made to get ethered every day.
Yeah.
EM, real quick. Real quick.
Yeah.
You hopping on, and are you gonna be doing that thing on CB's channel?
This is 2022.
Who?
CB.
CB who?
83.
Who is CB 83? I don't know who that is. Who is CB 83? I don't know who CB 83. Who is that? Please refresh.
You're supposed to be with.
Refresh my memory.
I was gonna say you're supposed to be there with them. You're
You're
supposed to be doing
refresh my
film
memory.
Evaluation of our quarterback.
Hey, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Can somebody in the chat refresh my memory on who CB83 is? Who is that? I have no idea.
Y'all talk backstage. I gotta get out of here, man. I appreciate
Salute,
y'all,
fellas. Salute to everybody in the chat, in the comment section. Y'all always showing the TD Foolish Talk hotline love and support. Salute to each and every one of y'all. The haters too, y'all, man. Y'all be good out there. Y'all be safe.
Over 20,000
All right, bro.
subs. Look at how much we done grew. Shout out DDW. He's great, and that's my peer review. These haters keep on hating, and it's starting to feel like deja vu. Finsanity and Chef Jew. I can't forget my day one crew. EM Reason Ball Game. The recognition's overdue. I share with you my point of view, and this is what it's got us to success. On the road to the Super Bowl, no matter the cost, man, we willing to pay the toll. 50 plus years and they all ended in tears. Now it's time to pop bottles, celebrate, scream cheers. Hey, this is 2022. TD on the mic, repping my team. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Over 20,000 subs. Look at how much we done grew. Shout out to my day one crew. We only here because of you.